Hello everyone. In this video we're going to show you how to do multicolored 3D prints using the Prusa Slicer MK3's manual color change option. This doesn't require any additional technology or devices to automatically change it for you. This is a manual process that will notify you via a beep on the printer when you need to change the color. We're also going to talk about how to design to properly utilize this feature so you can add functionality to your 3D prints in the form of multicolored. So what we have here is we have loaded into the slicer a Pokeball spool cover that our team designed, and this is just a clip onto any filament spool to add some personalization and a bit of a unique touch to any spool of filament. So we're going to slice this, and we already have it pre-sliced to show you what the final product is going to look like, but we're going to reset it and show you how to do it piece by piece. So once you have it sliced, we can use this slider here to go layer by layer, and using this plus function here we can add a point at which we want to change the color. So with a Pokeball, as some of you may know, this portion we want to be white, this portion will want to end up being red, and the outer perimeter and border we want to be black. So how do we do that? So how we've designed this Pokeball is that there's different heights associated with the different color change function, because that's how this slicer selects where you want to color change. So we've added a different height to each of these functions. So there's a lower height here, a little bit of a higher height here, not by too much though, so it doesn't increase the total thickness and printing time of the spool cover, and then an additional height around the border. So it can easily be designed so you just change the heights during using an extrusion feature to bump up the thickness of each portion you want to color change in. So it's a pretty simple feature, but can be very effective when designing to use this color change feature. So how would we want to add this color change in? So we can slice up to where we want to change the color. And at this point we can see that it's going to finish the solid layer here and start on to the next one. Now, a common mistake in using this feature is you want to slice at the exact height you've designed to change this in. However, if you go to do this, you can see that, okay, here's the color and here's the other color, but this is the new color change that will be loaded into the filament that is doing your top layer. So then when you go to slice up where you'd want to be a new color, it's the same color. So how you want to do this is during the layer that you want to see the color change occurred, that's where you want to slice it. So there we go. So we can see if we go to use the first color as white when we manually load this in, when it prints, this whole spot will be white, and then when we go to change it to red, it'll start to print up this section in the red solid color that we want. So then we slice this up to where we want to see the black perimeter border in. We slice that again, and then it'll finish up the topmost layers in black, giving that nice border. So a good sort of visual key to determine if you've done this correctly is if the color change layers look approximately of what you would expect your final print to turn out in. So when you load this in as white, this will come out in white. When you load this in as red, this will come out as red. And when you load this in black, this will come out as black, giving you a very nice and effective manually color changed 3D print. So hopefully this has been a little informative on how to both design and use this Prusa color changing feature, and hopefully this can enhance your quality and your creativity when designing and 3D printing. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and hopefully you learned something. Thanks.